Hey there, I'm Slightly Froggy. Welcome back to my stream. Tonight I'm continuing my playthrough of Mass Effect Andromeda, and where we last left things off, we were doing some little side questy stuff. Mostly just having the little character moments with all of our crewmates that we have some nice little loyalty ties with now. Worked on those earlier and they paid off in some cute little scenes where we got to talk about their hopes and dreams, got to hang out with Suvi a little bit, and we made things official with Jal. And the game is not a believer in polyamory because I was worried I was going to have to turn down Vetra. And the game's like, no. You've already made your commitment, so don't you worry about that. We're not even going to give you the option to. You've decided now. So, I am happy with Jal. We had a cute little scene where I got to meet his mom. I got to meet all of his siblings, cousins, and they all lived together in a very tightly packed space. And oh my god, I was claustrophobic just looking at it. It was a lot, but it was a cute little moment. We did a bit of stargazing with the light in his room. It was very cute. And we tried to progress movie night, and once again, it's you got me the thing I was looking for so we could have Angaran's smell-o-vision. And then it's alright, who else needs something? Oh, also, Drac gave me a hard time. Because he's still mad at me for leaving his scouts behind. Which, I still feel really bad about. I really do. But I stand by my decision because I saved the Solarian Ark of hundreds of Solarians. And also the Solarian Pathfinder. That was our last chance to have a surviving Pathfinder. How much crap would I have gotten if I didn't save them? Oh my god. But I'm excited to see where things go tonight. I imagine we still have some other little side questy things we need to cross off the list because, whoo boy, when I booted up my emails, I had a lot. I had a lot of emails I had to sort through. But I feel like we've made a pretty good dent in them. I feel like there aren't quite as many. But we will wait and see. We are currently on Aya. I think I have some people I need to talk to while I'm here. I feel like there's probably something at the museum I need to do. Hey there, Qua. Welcome back to the stream. Hope you're doing well tonight where you are. Otherwise, not what's going on since the last stream. It's only been a day. I've been seeing some more content about Elden Ring, and I really want to boot it up, but tonight it's Mass Effect night. I try to focus on one game each day. I have a really hard time switching between them. You saw it in my last stream where I kept trying to run and I kept hitting the spacebar and just jump jetting every which way. So I'm the days I've committed to Mass Effect Andromeda are the days I'm just playing Mass Effect Andromeda. But hopefully for those who are playing Elden Ring, you are getting your Scadu pieces. You're surviving. Or dying and trying again. Persistence is key. Nice. I would hope that they're varied at least. It's not all the same kind of environments you're exploring. I have no idea what controls are for what game. Honestly, I wouldn't. I was about to suggest something oh, I wish games had this feature. Oh, thank you, JJ. Much appreciated. Thank you so much. Welcome back to the stream. Hope you're doing well. Middle-aged, not quite yellow. Yeah. Oh, boy. Yeah, I don't know. I wouldn't mind it if games had, a little, spot in the menu that was a reminder, aside from, going to, the key bindings. I don't want tutorials popping up when you're well into the game, but sometimes you put the game down for a while and you come back. I've done that so many times and I'm I don't know the controls for this anymore. Hey there, Olaf. Welcome back to the stream. Hope you're doing well. In the new area? No. I've been exploring, but I haven't been exploring that much. I mean, like, everything in the, like, core game? Yes. In Elden Ring, trying to run with L1, but no, it's hold B. L1 is from The Last of Us Part 2. Tried to pick up stuff with R2, but that's Ghost of Tsushima. Oh boy. You just gotta keep trying the buttons. Eventually, one of them's gonna be the one you're looking for. But, like, I hard relate. I'm just trying to juggle 2 games, and I'm having trouble. Watch, it's gonna probably happen again tonight. And honestly, I had the same thing when I was switching between Mass Effect Andromeda and when I was playing Fallout New Vegas, which I'm also still actively playing. I need to pick that back up. I don't want to lose my progress. I'm doing so well. Yeah, it's getting that memory going. That's the tough part sometimes, honestly. Oh, as a quick reminder, I will mention this at the end of the stream as well, but we will only be having one stream next week. It is Canada Day on the Monday, and I can't guarantee that I will be here. So we will be streaming on the Tuesday, on July 2nd. I will put a reminder at the end of the stream as well, and I'll make sure that my subsequent announcements also mention that as well. And it'll be marked on my schedule on Twitch. I will try and remember to do that before the Monday. Had a similar issue. Don't remember the game, but when you square to dodge, the other used circle, I kept mixing up. That was me when I was alternating between Switch games and PlayStation games. Like, it's switching around the circle and, like, the X buttons messed with my head. Yes, I will be enjoying my Canada Day, and as much as I would like to enjoy it with you, I will likely not be around. So you will see me on the Tuesday, though, don't you worry. And honestly, if there isn't too much going on plot-wise tonight, we'll probably jump back into some story mode stuff. I'm not gonna make any promises. I'm just saying that the potential is there. Using Switch controller with Xbox controls. Oh, like, it's rough switching between the controllers, I gotta say. I mean, you're welcome to come to Canada to visit. It's a pretty fun place. Got some pretty good food. Some places are a little kooky crazy, but I will. Okay, in all seriousness for a moment, I know like we were like it's a jokey thing, but like Canada is a beautiful country. I've had the opportunity to like visit some of the different provinces. I've been on the East Coast. I've been on the West Coast. Like, there's some cool things to see. Like, if you've never been to Canada, I would recommend it. There are some lovely scenic spots worth a visit. I know it's not necessarily everybody's like first place to like go on vacation and visit. There's a lot of like big touristy wonders of the world kind of places, but Canada has some lovely things to check out for sure. Totally unrelated when my favorite authors followed you back on Threads. Oh my gosh. That's awesome. Do you mind me asking who it is? I'm not like, just out of curiosity, if it's an author I would recognize, because I know you read a lot of books that I'm not necessarily familiar with. Ooh, it's 7:30. Jonathan Mabry. Yeah, I'm not familiar with them, but that is really awesome. I'm so happy to hear that. Like, those moments are magical, honestly. Yeah, that's okay. Online features are missing. That's fine. I don't use them. Ever. Like, your Threads account's going places. Actually, gosh, that reminded me a million years. This was like years and years back. There was like, oh yeah, I think it was, I can't remember what it was called, but the actor who played Robb Stark, I'm like, Richard Madden. Richard Madden was in like some TV show, and I saw like a bus ad for it, and I like tweeted about it randomly, being like, oh, like, I don't know anything about this show, but like I see he's in it, like I might have to check this out. And I think like an executive that was like tied with like the broadcaster like started interacting with my tweet, and I was like, oh, I'm not anybody. What? What is happening right now? That's still really cool, though. Like, I don't know. I feel like, depending on the size of the author, that could be him. Like, it might not necessarily be a Bill Shatner moment, because that's a that's a whole can of worms there. All right, what do we got? So I know we've got some stuff. Ooh, speak to the leaders on the Nexus. Honestly, we probably should do that. I know we have some additional tasks on... I think we're still around Aya. Hold on. Cat terminals. Hyperion, plant samples. Find Rokar manifestos on Havaral. At some point. Yes, from the Nexus. Okay. Speak with Dr. Aradana. Remnant devices. Here it is. Speak to Danesk, Anaret, and Volrin. There we go. Oh, actually, we'll have to land, won't we? Like, if we're already in the area, let's just do, like, the silly thing. Plus, I do think we have something to do at the museum. I'm not 100% sure on that, but I feel it in my heart of hearts that I've got one of my stray side quests needing me to go there. Also, part of me was kind of surprised that Jaw's family and mom weren't on Aya. But, like, if they're all, like, resistance people, it's like, okay, like, it's understandable they might not be on the home planet. Oop, hello. Hello!
The Moshae said you remember when the Ket arrived.
My father's oldest friend was chosen to be Volt's ambassador to the Ket. The day he left, they embraced as brothers.
Oh!
All the Ket sent back was his badge. And a holo recording I wasn't allowed to watch.
No.
I was too young to understand why everyone was scared. Why my father mourned for months.
Okay, what was their strategy? Like,
I can imagine how terrifying that was for a child.
they're kind of cozy.
What frightened me was seeing how helpless my parents felt. All our leaders were confused and fearful. The terror made us hesitate.
It's like, yeah.
That's when the Ket struck. They'll try the same with you. Be ready.
Oh. Actually, I realized when I selected Aya to land, I think it does tell you there what side quests you have going on. Oh. Everybody's sitting down.
The Moshae said you'd want to hear my experience with the Ket, to learn from it.
Yes.
I do. Tell me about it.
They had just arrived. I was on a civilian shuttle to Volt when we received a message. The spaceport was on lockdown. Security concerns due to the Ket. We were supposed to land on a nearby moon and wait for the all clear. Instead of landing, the shuttle captain turned back. Something felt wrong, he said. Later we learned it was a Ket transmission to isolate us for capture. The captain had saved our lives.
Wow.
You can't have been more than a child when that happened.
I was old enough to know life would never be the same.
And the last one. Oh, here we go. Here we go. Sitting as well. Oh, I guess they're old. Like, makes sense.
The Moshae said we should speak. You remember the Ket's arrival?
One of them came to our city on a vow to offer lavish gifts. We lined up along the street to watch the alien walk with our ambassador. As it passed, it stopped and knelt in front of me. I still dream of what it said. Young one, you are meant for greatness.
Ooh, that's very ominous now that we know what exaltation is. Ooh.
Now I know why my arrival had everyone on edge.
When I saw you walk with Paran through our city, I hoped the guards would kill you.
I mean, fair.
I will never trust outsiders again.
Completely understandable. Alright, and where's that other task here? Research station, data pads, chess piece. Speak with Edison's assistant on the Nexus. Okay, so we got some stuff to do on the Nexus. We should probably go there. Nope. Okay, I think that's it for those tasks, but let me check the Helios assignments. Okay, second missing satellite. Return the star map to Avella. Return the musical instrument to Avella. Okay, I should probably do those. Yeah. There we go. Up there. Ooh, how do I get up there again? This way? I feel like this goes to the same place, but... whoop, excuse me. Yep, here we go. Hello, I
Did you look
have
at the internal structure?
peasants.
I couldn't even get it open. It locked me out.
So I was right. It is remnant.
It's always
However,
remnant.
I'm glad they finally let you into the city. You deserve it. This is Aya's Cultural Museum and History Archive. It's small, but you've already made it brighter.
Aw.
You said the helmet was touched by the Scourge? What does that mean?
I forget your people weren't around. When the Scourge appeared, with the... if it...
Or...
storms. I hadn't even thought of that.
I'll come back when I have something.
Okay, who am I
Stars
supposed to
guide
give
your
that
travels.
to? Or, okay, do I have to find the last one and then give it to her? Because it didn't seem to give me an option to.
Hello, Pathfinder. Any good news for me?
Here we go. Here we go.
I picked this up. Any idea what it might be?
How in the skies did you find an Angaran star map? One that still works, even. It must be pre-Scourge. If we analyze it, we can learn where our people traveled before the Dark Age.
Aren't star maps usually bigger?
An Angaran star map isn't used for navigation. It acts as a log of where its owner traveled. This one's data is locked, but Aelin can decrypt it for me.
Is this Angaran? I found it on one of your homeworlds.
Son above. It's an ancient Ravan. A musical instrument. It uses Angara's body energy to produce music. We have them now, but nothing this beautiful. The songs it played were probably lost long ago. How much culture have we forgotten? Art, music, stories, it's all gone.
I can't imagine losing everything that way.
You left your culture behind. This isn't much different. In any case, relics like this help us.
I was about to say, yeah, but like when we left the system, we were still leaving our people behind where ideally they would continue to flourish and grow and keep that history going, but it doesn't
I'll
always
come back
go
when I
that
have
way.
something.
Stars guide your travels.
Okay, cross that off the list. We need one more Angaran relic, but I feel like from here we can probably head out. PB. She's like, can I steal this?
I love seeing our Milky Way peeps mingling with the Angara. It's early in our interspecies relationship, but I hope we can build on the momentum.
We're forging an alliance.
We have an amazing opportunity and a great responsibility.
Whoa, that's your inspiring voice. You really can't turn off diplomat mode once it's on,
okay.
can you? Just riding you, Ryder. Keep up the good work.
Actually, here, let me find that quest line, because then I'll... That is in the resistance base somewhere. Okay. But that's not here, though. That's on... Vold, Havarl. Those two I always get mixed up. I have no reason to, but I still do. Yeah, which one is that? No, that's a satellite nav point. Don't need that one. Here, let's check that. Eladin? Oh, here we go. Search the med center on Aya. Here we go. Good catch. That's the thing, it's like... I kind of almost wish it would, like, transfer from, like, one mission. Like, it's, like, not, like, an Eladin mission anymore. Now it's an Aya one because you need to be on Aya in order to continue it. Like, I don't know. I wish there was maybe a bit more of an intuitive way of searching for that. I know I'm not the best with navigating, so I recognize that some of this is on me, but... Oh, I wandered into a busy meeting. Here, hold on. Where am I going? Speaking of getting lost.
No entering the med center until you're clean.
What?
How do I decontaminate?
Ion console. Touch the start pad, it does the rest.
It's like, what are you, stupid? You don't know how decon works? Gotta get down to your underwear and lube up. So they did on Enterprise. Wasn't that a relic of its time?
You're not supposed to be here.
But I got your stuff.
Rorik sent me to find you. He wanted me to give you this cryo bracelet.
Rorik? I don't want it. Take it away. I want nothing to do with Rorik. With any of you.
I'm guessing that's because of what happened on Eladin.
You know what happened?
Not everything, but I have an idea.
I was dumped by scavengers. Outsiders who left me for dead. I thought I could come to Aya and feel safe with my people. Forget what happened. And now you're here. Seems like no matter where I go, I can't escape outsiders. All of you need to just go away and leave me alone.
Tell me more about this attack that has traumatized you. Me. Tell me, a stranger that you clearly don't like, and you have voiced that you don't like me.
You were jumped by scavengers?
On Eladin. They said they had salvage to sell. I was stupid enough to follow them. Once we were alone, they attacked. Left me for dead. Took my ship and flew off-world.
How did you get back?
I walked. 3 hours on the dunes with a few broken ribs. Rode back to Kadara with another salvager.
I will say, all things considered, that was really lucky. Like, 3 hours with broken ribs sounds incredibly painful, but given how much of like, the desert stretches on Eladin, like, that could have been a lot worse.
I thought Aya wouldn't take anyone from Kadara.
They don't. I told them what happened and they welcomed me. Ephra took me in. He says I'm a fighter. Resistance material.
Okay.
I spent so long wanting more than what Angara worlds could give me. I was wrong.
Ooh, how do I want to approach this? Like, I do completely understand where she comes from with this. I feel like this isn't necessarily a bad answer either, but I feel like that would kind of put her walls up a bit more. So I'll say I understand. Like, that's... If she decides to come around to outsiders, it's gotta be on her terms. I can't force it.
I can't change your mind if that's how you really feel.
It is.
So I should tell Rorik you aren't coming back.
No, don't. He'd blame himself if he knew what happened. It's your choice, but think about it.
Ooh, Nexus Threshold 22 unlocked. Gained 1 cryopod point. Like, at the end of the day, it's gotta be her choice. I don't want to force her to, like, be in a position she's not comfortable with, you know? She might come around one day, who knows? But I think that's it for stuff to do on Aya. Oop, wait, hold on. We don't need that today. What? Okay, what does fast travel do then? Okay, here we go. I'm like, well, I can't fast travel anywhere. If I find myself on Eladin, I should probably tell him, but I'm not gonna be in a big rush to do it. Where is Merixus?
Honor to meet you, Pathfinder. Initiative Pilot Merixus. I run supplies to your outposts.
Oh,
What brings you to Aya?
Your survival supplies only Aya has. I'm waiting on clearance to enter the city, but it's taking too long. I understand their caution, but the outposts need these supplies. I have to get them, now.
They let me into the city. I can help.
oh okay.
I appreciate
Have to
that.
go shopping.
To start, EOS needs a way to produce food to support population growth. They've requested Kiloa seeds to begin their own crops. There's an agricultural scientist who might sell some.
I'll make sure to get those seeds.
Settlers on Kadara are suffering from a bacterial infection. They need Angaran antibiotics to fight it.
Okay.
A medic in the
Antibiotics,
city should be able to help.
seeds.
Got it. They'll have that medicine in no time.
Eladin's water purifier can't keep up with demand.
Gosh,
They're requesting one of those
so
Angaran
much.
biotic filters. There are engineers who work on the aqueducts here. I'll bet they have what we need.
On it. One filter coming up.
All right. Let me get that shopping list. I wonder if that was supposed to be a bit more spaced out. Like, you'd be going to Aya every once in a bit, and he'd be like, oh yeah, by the way, now that you have Eladin, can you pick up this thing? Now that you've got a settlement on this area, maybe you should have this thing too. Like, it's maybe not supposed to be like all at once. Hey there,
Weird
MG
question.
Tower. Welcome
You don't
back
have
to the
any
stream.
Kiloa seeds,
Hope
do
you're
you?
doing well.
Yes, I do. Need some?
I'm kind of speed running it, I guess. There we go. Oh, I have nothing else to sell, so let's confirm that trade. She seemed confused. Whoop. Nope, can't hop that.
Indulge in a little luxury.
Here we go. Oh, wait, what? Oh, I have to... Oh. I thought I could, like, get all of them and then go back and see them, but no. Okay. I get it now. Where's the fast travel point? Is there one nearby?
How's my goods? You won't walk away empty-handed.
Nope, that's a message terminal. Where are the fast travel points? Here we go. There, that makes it easier. So I went to follow it and I looked at the prompt and it's like, oh, give it back to him. It's like, oh.
I found Kiloa seeds for Eos. Is this enough?
It's perfect. I'll make sure EOS gets them. More of your outposts need help, if you have time. Vol's power grid is lagging without proper solar input. A solar amplifier would give them a boost. The solar technicians here may have the required parts.
I'll see what I can find.
Alright. Yeah, let's use the fast travel. Alright. It's oh, it's just over there. Okay, then this is probably faster. Like, she's pretty fast. Not that I'm a star athlete, but I feel like she runs kind of weird. But she gets where she needs to go quickly, and at the end of the day as a player, I'm fine with that.
You work on the solar panels. Do you have an amplifier for solar energy?
Nothing as big as these, but I have a smaller one on hand. Do you need it?
Oh, okay. I might need to get those. Alright. That one. Let's see. Okay, deliver it. Here we go. Yeah. Here. So we can actually do multiples. Gotcha. We'll make the most of our trips then. Over this way? Oop. There they are. Whoop, don't keep bumping into that. Hello, aqueduct engineer.
Do you work on water filtration here?
I designed the system for it.
Ooh.
Can you sell me an ionic filter? My people need it on Eladin.
If they're tough enough for Eladin, they deserve help. Here.
Don't mind if I do. Good thing I got plenty of money. Okay. I know there's at least one more. Outpost supplies. Deliver it. Nope. I thought that was... Oh, here it is. Alright. Gotta go to medbay again. Gotta go through decon again. Oh, I guess I don't need to again. Nice.
My
I
people in
decontaminated
Kadar are
once,
fighting a
that's
bacterial infection. Do you have antibiotics?
Of course. Will this do?
I gotta buy it. Alright, alright. Okay, I think that's it. Alright, I'll go where I can. Let's see. So I think that might be everything. We'll fast travel over. We'll find out. No, apparently not. Canadian jokes.
Here, I have the antibiotics for Kadara. Will the settlers be okay?
Honestly, every
Once they
year,
have these,
less
they'll
and
be
less
fine.
supplies to
I'll
own
make
it,
sure they know
so.
who to thank.
Alright.
Here, I found the solar amplifier for Vold.
They'll be happy to see this. No more power outages. Thank you, Pathfinder.
I can't remember if I said this earlier. I do love that, like, his look and his outfit is very well coordinated. Like, I love, the red and white is cool, but the fact that he's also, like, a white Turian, like, it looks
I managed
sick.
to find an ionic filter for Eladin. Make sure they get it.
I'll get this delivered right away. They'll be relieved to have enough water.
Like, I feel like somebody spent time designing this one-off NPC character, and, like, love it. 10 out of 10. If I was designing a cool Turian guy, it would look like that. Okay, now I think that's it for Aya, so we can probably head back. Couple things done on the Nexus. Yeah, we should probably go to the Nexus. I feel like that's the next logical place to go to, and it is also like the next stop in things. Any new emails? Ooh, yeah, we got a lot. Okay, to Ryder from Lexi. Ryder, after our last discussion, Sam and I thought it best if we both took a crash course in AI history to gain a better understanding of each other's perspectives. It's been immensely helpful in finding common ground, but also for highlighting the differences between Sam and the Geth. The Geth didn't need the Quarians to survive, but Sam cannot carry out his primary functions without a Pathfinder. I still don't like that Sam has the ability to stop your heart, but I no longer have nightmares about him getting trigger happy with your life. Lexi. Thank you for the transparency there, Lexi. I apologize. I need to pause for a quick second. I got something in my eye. Alright, we're good. It's that uncomfortable feeling where you know it's there. To Ryder from Jal. Ryder, thank you for visiting my family with me. For someone with such a small family, it must have been overwhelming, but you didn't show it at all. I'm so amazed that you confess to having feelings for me like I do for you. I feel lucky, and also scared, and excited. How unlikely is it that you traveled from another galaxy to come into my life? I'm humbled. Yours, your darling, Jal. Oh, that's cute. Ooh, we've got 2 emails from Jal's mom. Okay. I imagine one of them is, thanks for coming. It was wonderful to have you. You're always welcome back. And the next one is, what are your intentions with my son? To writer from Sahuna. I hear good news from Jal that you and he are serious about your relationship with one another. I say good news, but warn you that some people will find this alien match offensive. You must ignore them and give them no more thought than I have, which is already too much. It's a challenge and a gift to break boundaries. Now please forward to me your health documents and the personal narrative of your early years at your soonest convenience. Oh my god. Okay. I mean, like, she's like, by the way, there are haters out there. I'm definitely not one of them. I think you're great, but ignore the haters. Also, what is your social security number? Like, oh, this is great. To writer from Sahuna. Do you like pie? I secured some food books from your home planet of Earth. Disappointingly, the other mothers aren't impressed with the flavor. I hope you like pie. AKA, no one else will eat it, so you have to have all of it. And I'm assuming you can finish the whole thing in one sitting. Enjoy. I put a lot of work into it. I mean, she's the mother-in-law. I mean, you eat the whole pie. Eat the whole pie and say it's delicious, even if it's not. Alright, let's go to the Nexus. Or, I mean, like, we do have that one system. We have a few systems here we haven't gone to. What do I have over here? Hold on. What? How many systems? There's like a whole branch of systems out here I haven't done. Okay. Those will happen in good time, but... Oh, yeah, we got some new ones. No, we're going to the Nexus. We're not getting distracted. We're staying focused. Focused. So we've got a lot of stuff to do on the Nexus. Now, should we do some of the side stuff before doing the main story? Or, I'm not sure what the next leg of this looks like. Look at all those! Oh my god, okay. That's so many side quests. Oh boy. I mean, like, it's still early enough in the stream. I'm wondering if we should do the story one, because then at least, like, if that ends up being, like, just, like, a quick little stop, then we can do other stuff while we're here on the Nexus. Alright.
Hey, Ryder, I've got news about Kerry. Hakeem, Kerry's producer. I'm the one making you look stunning for the documentary.
Thank you.
There's a hitch. Kerry's been arrested for conspiracy to incite unrest.
Okay.
She's in a cell at the militia headquarters. Any chance you could stop by? A visit from you might shake things up. Remember, Kerry's down in the militia cells. She'd probably love a visit.
Alright, let's go find Kerry in the militia cells. Love how I'm like, I've got so many side quests I need to do, and it's like, you got one more. I'm gonna show up and she's gonna be like, oh, you're taken now. Oh, okay. No, it's fine. I mean, a good journalist can't be afraid to shake things up, I'm just saying.
Oh, hey, Ryder. Hakeem said they arrested you over the documentary.
Guess I tweaked the lion's tail too hard.
Wait, can I still flirt even though I'm with Jal? I mean... yeah.
You had to tell the truth, whatever the cost. You did what was right.
You know, they've had other people in the cells. Rioters, people crying and scared.
Oh.
Me and my truth did that to them.
So you're just going to sit there? This is how your work ends?
What? No. Hell no. Maybe I could use this. Thanks for coming, Ryder. I'll send word if anything changes.
Gave her some words of encouragement and... oh, wait for Carrie's next interview slot. She's in jail! Oh, boy. Okay. What do we have here? Here we go. Priority ops. We should probably speak to the leaders on the Nexus. Oh wait, I think I do have to speak to Addison's assistant. You here? Oh, yeah? Said he was on.
I gave Prodromos the best start a Pathfinder could, but we can't predict everything. We just do our best.
Who are you talking to? Hey, Vladimir Brecka.
Yes, Pathfinder.
I have a specific person I want brought out of cryo.
Name and designation if available.
That's it? You'll just do it?
Yeah, okay.
Nowhere in my job description does it say, argue with the Pathfinder. That said, I record all interactions. If something you ask for causes trouble, there'll be no doubt that you're responsible.
I mean, fair. That's fair. Ooh. I didn't know I would have to... Can I do more than one? It's not gonna make me pick, is it? I can't remember their quest lines, like, specifically who I'm supposed to take and... or who would be the better option to take. I don't remember. I'm gonna say the chief engineer. I can do both.
I heard that the chief engineer on Eos went back into cryo.
There have been a few such requests. The first few months in Helios were disheartening.
Now that Prodromos is on track, I want her redeployed.
Chief Engineer Grace Lito, designation E97 Durango. Deployment will begin shortly. Is there anything else, Pathfinder?
I'd love it if they go to, like, wake her up again and it's just like... she's like, no! Wait, is it better? Is it better now? Yes.
I have a specific person I want brought out of cryo.
Name and designation if available.
Tech Darket Tirvian.
Let's keep this between us. Here's the info.
Deployment will begin shortly. Is there anything else, Pathfinder?
Colonist ID designations.
Why do some colonists have a number letter designation?
All initiative members do. In the CV file somewhere anyway. It isn't relevant when everyone is doing everything. I suppose it's like caring about a middle name. Do you not know yours?
At first, I thought he was talking about middle names, and I'm like, I don't know my middle name, but it's my designation. That makes more sense. Tell me.
I wasn't aware I had one.
You were in select company, even before you were made Pathfinder.
Because of my dad.
Rider Pathfinder. Specialist designation A03 Malapa.
Something
scat,
interesting?
Right?
An A and low odds. Someone's an early adopter.
Another time.
Pathfinder.
That's something... Okay, so that little comment there reminded me of, so my boyfriend had to get a new license plate recently. And in Ontario, they've gotten into, like, the Ds now at the start of license plates. So now, like, we're always kind of subconsciously keeping an eye out for, like, oh, that's another, like, early D one, because it's, like, DA. It's a dorky thing that makes, like, no difference, but it's something we do. Addison, anything new?
I know why you're here.
Miserable?
Yale told me to expect a visit.
Yep.
I hoped this blunder wouldn't come to light, but Helios has a habit of dashing our hopes. Have the three sabers been eliminated, Pathfinder?
I can't remember if I did or not. I've had so many side quests. Doesn't erase what you did.
Their deaths don't make this okay.
I realize that, Ryder. A poor decision was made. People paid for it, but it's over. As far as everyone's concerned, the three sabers acted on their own.
But they didn't,
That's
did they?
it.
Hey, Ryder.
Who the hell's this?
It's Sid. Don't you know Sid? By the way, I apologize. I've still got something in my eye, so I think I need to, like, go to a mirror for a quick second. I will be back in, like, 1 minute. I promise. Right back. I'm back. Thank you for your patience. I think it's the first time I've had that happen. It's Vetra's sister.
This is Vetra's sister, Sid.
Oh, you. I noticed you tried to get someone to look into the three sabers.
So I was right, wasn't I? Someone on the Nexus was helping the three sabers.
Yes, it was a mistake. We authorized a course of action that cost lives, but like I said, it's over.
And I don't want to talk about it
You have to tell
anymore.
people. If we
Like
made
a
a
big
mistake,
pizza
we
pie?
have to own it, right?
Who does that serve?
He's recording.
It could damage relations with the Angara, spark another uprising.
It would be lying. Ryder, if you hide this, what else will you let them hide?
We're not taking tips on diplomacy from a teenager.
She's not a teenager. She works on the station. Okay. So I'm all for diplomacy first, but we need transparency because the Angara don't trust us. And I feel like if word gets out later and it's found out that the Pathfinder, the trusted Pathfinder who started this diplomatic stride with them, was in on it, it's bad. I feel like Sid is right. I know it's a very naive way of looking at it, but I'm gonna have to side with Sid on this one.
With all due respect, Director, Sid's right. Transparency is important for building trust.
Yes.
People need to know they can trust us, even when we screw up.
I'll make sure people hear about this.
Pathfinder, you're making a mistake.
Maybe, but at least I'm willing to acknowledge it.
Wah, wah. Oh, she's coming at me. Oh, she changed her mind. She's getting up in my face and then backed off. Oh boy. Addison doesn't like me now. Oh boy. I'll get over it. Where is her assistant, by the way? It's not you. Yeah, I'll just get together with the leaders. Oh, that means I gotta go meet with Tan. And now with Addison, who doesn't like me.
Hello again.
They're waiting for you. Careful.
Oh.
Of course you approve. Ryder saved your people.
Ryder saved our people. It doesn't matter if they were Solarians. They were citizens of the Initiative.
But it doesn't hurt if there's a few less Krogan around.
No, Cash!
The Pathfinder.
Ryder.
Oh,
we were discussing how things ended with the Archon.
Oh no, now Kesh doesn't like me either. I can't do this if Kesh doesn't like me. I love Kesh so much. Ah. Are you telling me the only one at this table who likes me is Tan? Yikes. bad run. No. Oh no. I'm not saying that.
Kesh, it's true I had to leave some Krogan behind. I'm sorry about that.
You've already done your part for us. That's more than I can say for others.
Okay, Kesh,
Yet
I
have
love
to
you.
question
My
what
heart.
we gained provoking the Archon like this.
He had a map showing the location of Meridian. Now we have it, and a short window to get there. It's the control center for the terraforming network. If we get that working, all our problems are solved.
Based on what data? This is all alien science.
The vault on Aya suggests that Meridian is the key.
While I appreciate what you've done for our strike teams, we're not equipped for a war with the Ket. They'll be defending Meridian with everything they've got.
This is how we beat them. The Archon doesn't know how to bring Meridian online. He can't control the technology. I can.
Vaults, maybe. We don't know if Meridian works the same way. And attacking the Ket, only to find out you're wrong?
Then there's this Sam of yours. We took a chance letting AI get involved. Frankly, I'm uncomfortable with just how involved it's become.
It's a Pathfinder
I'm grateful, Ryder.
key.
But I can't support your plan.
Then I will.
Yes.
And so will I.
I agree.
Ryder deserves a chance to try.
I applaud the gesture, but you answer to me. I hope you understand.
Tan, no one fucking listens to you. Like, you're the worst. I do.
What's the matter, Tan? Don't want anyone else overshadowing you?
It's not called the Pathfinder Initiative. The chain of command has to be respected. That is all.
Oh, interesting.
Why am I surprised? I don't exactly have a plan B.
There may be a way.
Pathfinder, apologies. There was an urgent message for you. They said your brother is awake.
Oh no.
What?
The monster.
Go. We'll talk later, in the tech lab.
He lives. Oh no. Okay, that's very interesting though that scene plays out differently. So I'm guessing the last one you save is the initial one who steps forward. Oh
Scott.
no.
There you are.
Touchy-feely
Hug
time.
the monster.
Don't you think you slept in long enough?
I thought it was Saturday, then Sunday. Then I figured someone turned the alarm off.
I can't. Oh no. I don't know why I did this to myself 39 parts ago. This was a mistake. Finally. He lives and breathes, folks. The character we've all been waiting for. I missed you.
Well, I sure missed having you around. We've hit a few rough patches along the way.
Oh my god.
I'm sorry I wasn't there when Dad died.
No one could have saved him, Scott. I wasn't even sure I should tell you.
I'm glad you did. That would have been a hell of a thing to wake up to. I'll miss him. But right about now, he'd be telling us to stop moaning and get on with it.
There's no shortage of things to do.
Yeah, I hear you're the great and honorable Madam Pathfinder.
Please, it's nothing like that.
As soon as I get my gear, well...
Careful.
No way are you fit
What?
for duty,
I
sir.
look totally
You need a
normal. It's
chance
just
to
green
mend.
hair. It's fine.
Yeah, says who?
I know you don't like being reminded you're my little brother, but you are. So relax and let your sister take care of things.
If you say so. More sleep for me.
You can keep talking if you'd like. Just no arm wrestling.
What?
Ryder, this is Pathfinder Rix. We have some ideas about Meridian. Come by the tech lab as soon as possible.
He looks
Will do.
dead. Okay, I know I made him pale, but he legit looks dead. He's like sunk into the pillow.
Hey,
You feeling out of the loop, I imagine?
a little. Though I've heard bits and pieces of things from Harry and the medtechs. Sounds pretty serious.
Hanging out down there. Hanging out in the corner. I can't change the view. Oh, there we go. I was trying to do it before. Oh, this is worse. You know.
Just the fate of the entire initiative. Every man, woman, child, and everything in
Like we
between
didn't get
facing certain
enough
extinction.
sleep.
The usual.
Oh, well, I'm sure the Pathfinder manual covers that.
Yeah, we'll have it wrapped by lunch. There's a race of aliens called the Ket. They're led by a scary nutjob named Archon who wants to turn all of us into them. We both want Meridian, which is the heart of an alien terraforming network we're trying to activate. We do that, maybe we live.
Look at my big sister being all proactive. Meanwhile, I'm mastering the art of peeing in a plastic jar.
Oh boy. Here, we'll work our way around the wheel. We should probably talk to Scott.
You should also know, Dad was keeping some secrets from us.
Like what?
See, it took
Turns out Sam
3
is even
sentences.
smarter than anyone knew.
What have I been
Dad
doing?
used his connection to Sam. It's a lot more powerful than other Pathfinders. So is mine.
I guess rank has its privileges. What was Dad up to?
Dad encrypted some of his memories in Sam. I've started unlocking them.
What were they?
You and I were there, so was Mom.
You actually saw her?
It was at the hospital the day she died. And that reunion dinner she wanted us at so badly.
Right. Dad was his usual talkative self.
But there was something else. I saw Dad talk with a benefactor in the Milky Way, some initiative bigwig I'd never heard of.
That's news to me.
Yeah, I'm still hoping I can figure out what it all means. I thought maybe we could talk about Mom and Dad.
Sure. What about them?
Let's talk about how Dad died.
Thought you might want to
Then
know
we'll talk about how
Dad
Mom died.
I was going to ask you.
Habitat 7. There was this alien terraforming machine that had us stranded. Dad figured it out and shut it down. That saved us our ass. Then, hell broke loose. My helmet got smashed. I couldn't breathe. I was suffocating. Then Dad gave me his helmet.
He sacrificed himself?
I never really knew with Dad. He could be so distant. I guess he loved us more than we knew.
When it mattered most.
Yeah. What do you remember about how they met?
Well, she was in the Alliance, researching early biotic implants. That's about the time she met Dad. He was on Earth for N7 training, I think. He says he swooped in and swept her off her feet. Had a whole bad boy in uniform vibe that was irresistible.
Dad?
I guess it worked. They got married. Then the first contact war started, and he was sent off to fight. After that, we were born, and Dad was posted to the Citadel as an attaché.
What do you remember about Mom's biotic research?
Just in case we get some, like,
it's the thing that finally killed her.
backstory here.
Biotics weren't unknown back then. So were the dangers. All sorts of rare diseases hit people working around EZO. Mom was trying to design implants to help people harness their abilities. She was a pioneer, and she actually gave it to him.
What do you remember about growing up on the Citadel?
Big space station chock full of all sorts of aliens. Scary at first, but pretty soon I was playing laser tag with Turian and Solarian kids. Looking back on it, maybe that's why I'm here. The Citadel showed me life has no limit on possibilities. It made me ask, what else is out there?
You still think about Mom?
Yeah, especially now. I wonder what she'd say if she could see us.
Dad talked
She'd
about
say,
it before we
daughter,
went on
it's
our
so
first
nice to
mission.
see you. So, ah!
Really? After she died, Dad seemed to shut down. He hadn't talked about her in years.
He loved her. I think he was just lost.
We all were.
Like, I know I did this to him, but still. Yeah, do you miss the Milky... I know you really only just woke up, but do you miss where you came from your point of view, probably like hours or maybe a couple days ago?
Feeling homesick at all?
Still trying to get my sea legs, but I think about what might have been if everything hadn't gotten screwed up.
What might have been?
What do you think would be different?
Well, while you were looking for Prothean artifacts, I was standing watch over a Mass Effect relay. Hell of a thing to stare at every day. I dream about what was on the other side, the adventures I would have, the things I would accomplish. But when everything got screwed up, well, I guess I'll never know.
Screwed up how?
We'll start with Mom dying. I never cried so hard. And Dad? He was never the same after that. He put so much into Sam to save her, but... well, AI's as illegal as it gets in the Milky Way. After the Alliance kicked him out for it, everything changed. Suddenly, being Alec Ryder's kid was a black mark. You and I were never going to live that down.
That's
well,
it.
I'll let you take it easy then.
Yeah, you wouldn't believe how slammed I am. Got a nap, then doze a bit, then try to catch up on sleep.
It'll get better.
Not before you find that Meridian. I want in.
I'll take pictures.
I'm not taking him with me. Ooh.
This is not good. Damned exiles.
Wait. Oh, hello.
Another cache of stolen supplies, alerting the dock manager.
Let's see. I don't know if we have anything else to do around here. Talk to Dr. Carla.
Are you sure you want to do this, Nilken?
There's no changing that. Everyone you knew is gone. It's been
What's for the best?
I'm putting Nilken here back into stasis.
Conviction was overturned, but everyone still treats me like a murderer. Mariette heard the truth. She left me. I just want to go to sleep. Wake up when things have blown over.
I don't want to face my crimes. I got off scot-free, but oh no, the court of public opinion has found me guilty still for the crimes I committed or wanted to commit. Oh my god, coward.
Sure. Run away from your problems. A fitting end.
Happy? Okay, let's go talk to the other Pathfinders.
You're listening to HNS, your source for news in Helios, an independent arm of the Andromeda Initiative.
Are we gonna overthrow Tannen though? And it's just like the Pathfinders are taking over now. Oh, wait. Oh, it's up. Dang it. How come there wasn't a ton of fanfare when the Turians got here? They had like a whole thing when the Asari got here. And what about the Solarians? Like... well, what happened?
Ryder, good to see you. We've been working with Dr. Aradana and her team on the problem of getting to Meridian.
We think we have the answer.
I'm listening.
It's plans for new technology we've designated Ghost Storm.
Fun name.
When you approach Meridian, our own ships can broadcast fake returns for the Tempest.
The Ket won't know which is real. It will confuse their sensors and draw their ships off.
It could buy you some time.
I can work with that. Just enough to give us an advantage.
Hey there, Gatsby. Welcome back to the
I can
stream.
handle
Hope
it.
you're doing well
Though it means
tonight.
going against the initiative. We're alone here. You didn't hear that.
Hear what? We've been collating gamma charts all day.
Sorry, are very popular.
A risk comes with the job. Part of being a Pathfinder.
We haven't been paid. I'm sorry, what? Here, I'm only gonna select this because, like, I know she's not gonna say this, but what is she actually trying to say here?
Sure, if they'd pay us once in a while.
Not likely after this.
First, you'll need to research the Ghost Storm technology. Then we'll rendezvous at Meridian.
Good luck.
Of course, there are probably more systems to find. The Scourge doesn't help.
But our mapping of Helios is complete for now. We can see how the Scourge perturbs orbital patterns, compresses space.
And makes pilots crazy trying to navigate it. But now we've got its number. With these, every initiative pilot can learn to explore it safely.
With acceptable nav upgrades, of course. Pardon me, Miss Anwar. I have some programming to do. My model of Helios blossoms with data thanks to you. Here, please. You have earned this.
Oh, thank you.
Allah, what are you doing here?
Supervised work release as a programmer. Making up for what my mother did, trying to stop AI. I swear she said she'd only disable the blue box computers in storage. No one was meant to get hurt.
That's in the game. Okay. Like, you hear that too. I'm not going crazy, right? I was wondering if one of my neighbors was, like, blasting music. I'm just like it...
Will your opinions on artificial intelligence be a problem?
Look, I'll never think Pathfinder implants are a good idea. So I'll be a watchdog. Make Sam absolutely hack-proof.
We'll keep an eye on the Pathfinder. It'll be fine.
Oh, excuse me. Excuse me. Jeez, the bar. That's like on this side of things. Like... Wait, it's downstairs, right?
Sure glad I went to school for this. Thanks for nothing, education.
Yeah, wait, hold on. The bar is, like, down here. I could hear it from over there? Oh my gosh. That sound carries.
New Tachanka, back in the fold. Let's hear it.
Sorry, what conversation is happening here? I'm like reading the captions. You magnificent bastard. Dutch.
You again.
Yep, pour me a drink. Get him to pour me a drink.
Looking good there. Drinks are fizzing tonight.
Are they? No one's pouring me anything.
Welcome to the Vortex. Welcome back.
I get it. You get drunk one time and you get cut off. I get it. I see how it is. Wait, can I get there from this way or do I have to go around? Hold on. Yeah, I guess I'll have to. Okay. I need a face mask. Oh, so we get like little news reports that it's like the Turian Ark is here. Like, okay, no, we actually do have stuff to do here. I thought I was originally, I should have picked up that I was heading in the direction of the ship, but we have other stuff we have to do here. Honestly, like my poor brother's Monster Mash face. Let's see, do we have some allies stuff to do here? Oh, here, we need to do that. Let's go to Sam node. Come on, get on the tram.
The Asari Ark has been recovered in deep space after nearly being destroyed during a Ket assault. The Lucinia
Okay.
was mostly evacuated by the time Initiative forces intercepted the Ark in the Valet system.
So not only do the Asari get a cutscene,
Was killed while attempting negotiations with the
they get the newscast too. What the hell?
Pathfinder Sarissa Theris to prioritize Ket data over Ashara's life was condemned by Asari leadership. Theris has since been stripped of her title and replaced by her second in command, Vidaria Damali. This
Do you know why I asked to be placed with you?
I believe you possess an emotional impulse to be among your own kind.
More than that, I seek someone who understands me.
Complete understanding of a unique consciousness is impossible.
I disagree. It's the only possibility worth exploring.
Some interesting conversation happening here.
Ryder, one of your father's memories is available.
Play that memory.
Let's see it.
A moment. There is an added layer of security.
Ooh.
What was it Gian Garson said? The code word is Fulcrum?
That worked. This is the last memory your father encrypted, from the final planning stages of Hyperion's departure.
Castus, thanks for calling. Not a lot of people still admit to knowing me.
I owe you. Those were good days on the Citadel, Alec.
Vicarian?
I checked with my son Garrus. He works there now. C-Sec.
And?
He says the Council thinks Commander Shepard's story is bogus.
Uh-huh. But?
Privately, I've heard they're starting to wonder.
This threat, they're called Reapers?
Shepard's word for them. Something about a cycle. An extinction event that happens every 50,000 years, galaxy-wide. And supposedly the alarm clock's about to go off again.
Unbelievable.
I know. But according to Garrus, Shepard's as level-headed as they come. Takes after you. And then Seven.
Shepard's full of shit. Don't believe them.
So, if the commander says these Reapers are coming, I don't want to be around to see them.
Thanks, Castus.
Take care.
Yes?
I checked around. There might be something to this.
If there is a war, the scramble for resources will be on a scale we've never seen before. The chaos will be monumental.
We should accelerate our timetable.
They will keep the reason quiet. No need to alarm anyone. But the arcs must be underway before any fighting starts. We can't get caught in the crossfire.
Agreed.
Is there something else?
Years ago, you mentioned salvation for a lot of people. You knew this was coming.
I knew something was coming. In theory. Shepard made it real.
And now that you're right?
We'll need a new home. We're going to be all that's left of civilization.
Sam.
Yes, Pathfinder?
Track down my kids. Tell them their old man needs to talk. It's urgent.
You're coming with me.
And how is Ellen?
She remains in stasis. As you hoped, it has suspended the progress of her disease.
Make sure her pod is on the Hyperion. Don't use her real name. I'll tell the kids when the time is right.
Ooh. Okay.
Sam, transfer Pathfinder access. Encrypt memories. There's still hope for your mother.
Mom is here? Alive?
Alec blocked all knowledge of this memory. I now recall his directive to put Ellen into stasis. He hoped it would halt further progress of her disease until a cure could be found.
Jeez. I mean, given the lengths he's gone to in the memories we have seen, I can't say I'm super surprised. I didn't think that was it, though. Ooh, okay. I mean, probably, okay. It's gonna be like, he should have told us, but then it's gonna be like, well, if it didn't work, he didn't want your hopes to be dashed. Like, I could see that being the rationale for it. Not that it justifies it. I could just see it from his point of view being like, well, I didn't want you to lose your mother again. Because I failed. This, okay. I'm kind of split on this. I don't want to say this is amazing news, because admittedly, there is like a voice in the back of my head that's like, she had her time and was sick, and we can't guarantee that we could fix her at this point in things. So essentially, a potential corpse took the place of somebody who couldn't take a family member or a loved one with them. that spot could have gone to somebody else. Now, I can say that because that's not, like, my mom, Froggy's mom, but I don't know, like, it doesn't quite sit right with me, and I don't know if I want to be all like, yeah, way to go, Dad, you did it. Like, you should have told
This should never have been kept secret.
Your father didn't want to raise false hopes. This is the reason you were made Pathfinder, to see the process through.
Where's Mom now?
Here on the Hyperion. Ellen is in a stasis pod under a false name. Elizabeth Riley.
So this was Dad's plan.
Alec could not live with the thought of Ellen recovering, only to discover you had died. He sacrificed himself to ensure you and Scott could one day be reunited with your mother. He was also concerned that what he knew about the Reapers and the Benefactor remained secret. He entrusted you with this knowledge. Additional logs with pertinent information are now unlocked in Alec's quarters.
Oh. Yeah, so what's up with those Reaper things? I don't know.
Now we know what Gian Garson meant. That something big spooked the Benefactor. It was these Reapers. What do you know about them?
A Spectre operative in the Milky Way, Commander Shepard, launched an investigation in 2183 into the existence of an ancient race known as Reapers. According to Shepard's information, the Reapers invade the Milky Way every 50,000 years to destroy any advanced organic life. Allegedly, this cycle has been occurring for millions of years. Shepard claimed the Reapers' return was imminent.
But why was Gian Garson murdered?
Recall Garson's words about the Benefactor. Now they're moving 100,000 of us to Andromeda. I hope it's all for good, but I have my doubts.
What does that mean? Who was or is the Benefactor?
Unknown.
That was over 600 years ago. Was Shepard right? Did the Reapers come back?
Additional logs in your father's quarters have unlocked. Their implications are troubling. Your father believed it prudent that you have this information should anything happen to him.
So Sam, what happened with those Reapers? Well, I don't know. Read your dad's diary. I have nothing to do with that. All right.
Got it. I need to go find Mom.
And Dad's diary. Should I go to his room? Where is his room? Here it is. I thought I remembered it being really close by, but here we go. Archive system. Because I think I've listened to all
your
of
father's
these.
personal logs.
Milky Way emergency.
We've just arrived in Andromeda. Before the rest of the Hyperion wakes up, I've checked our comms for any signals from the Milky Way. Looks like sometime in 2186. Everything went to hell. We got out just ahead of it. Commander Shepard was right. And so was our mysterious Benefactor.
This is Paladin Command to all Turian units within range. Under catastrophic Reaper attack. Primarch Fedorian is dead. Ground units are searching for the next in succession. We'll advise when. Everybody get down!
Oh, that noise. Don't miss that noise.
Alliance personnel, please stand by for an emergency flash traffic message.
This is a galaxy-wide alert for all human territories. Fleet Admiral Stephen Hackett has declared threat condition Saber 1.
Hackett!
Enemy presence confirmed in Sol System. Earth under Reaper attack. I say again, Reaper attack is underway. Instructions to follow on coded channel Crimson Tacit. May God save.
One sec, I'm noticing my my lighting's getting a little bit here, that's a little bit better. Liara? Dang, this girl's in every game.
Hello, Alec. This is Liara Tassoni, and the year is 2186. I don't know if you'll even receive this message, but we corresponded years ago. I remember you spoke about a plan to settle Andromeda. I don't know if your arcs made it out of the Milky Way, but the worst has happened here. I'm with Commander Shepard and a brave crew. We're trying to build a weapon to turn the tide, but I fear that the civilization you remember, the people of the Milky Way as you knew them, could be gone forever. You may be all that's left. Please, don't forget us. Keep us alive in your hearts. And tell your children of the wonders that once were. On behalf of the crew of the Normandy SR-2, this is Dr. Liara Tassoni, signing off.
Alec, this is Gian Garson. For the record, year 2185. It's about Fulcrum.
Oh.
I'm on the Nexus and we're going into stasis for the voyage. Looks like you're already asleep. I'm very uncomfortable with our benefactor, and the fact that we still don't know who they are. And all these lives in our hands. I should have done something sooner. This is all very troubling, Alec. Let's talk as soon as you reach Andromeda.
Jen, I got your message about Fulcrum. It's now 2819. We reached Andromeda but have no sign of the Nexus. I have the same concerns as you. In all likelihood, the Milky Way... well, something terrible happened there. At least the benefactor spared us from that. But why keep hiding? Something's off. But we've got bigger problems at the moment. Habitat 7 may be a bust. Finding a home is all that matters now.
Interesting.
I'm securing these Milky Way reports. This is the only copy and I don't want it getting out. Whatever happened was 600 years ago. Someday we might break the news to everyone if the time's right. I guess we always knew there was no going back.
Jeez, that's heavy, Doc. Alright, let's go wake up Mom. Wait, this way? What could go wrong? All right, gotta take the tram. Every time I'm like running down the hallways, I'm like, they're gonna be just past that door, because I don't remember the layout of the station. Then it's like, dang, it's the tram. Whoop.
This is not good. Damn
Oh, somebody's up from his nap.
There you are.
Jeez, if we open the pod and like Mom's dead,
Who's
like
Elizabeth Riley?
If you could have one person back in your life, who would it be?
Well, Mom, of course. I mean...
one day I won't laugh at it.
Elizabeth Riley. Her initials. ER. Are you telling me...
I saw Dad's last memory. ER is Ellen Ryder. He put her here. Scott, it's Mom.
Don't get his hopes up and then she's not in there.
Wow, how is this possible?
Apparently, putting her into stasis also put her disease on hold.
Its progress has been halted. Alec put her in stasis after she fell unconscious in the hospital.
This is incredible. So Dad being a pain in the ass finally paid off. I want to shake his hand. And then punch him. Why didn't he tell us?
I said the same thing, but does it really matter? She's still with us.
Well, let's get her out of there.
That's inadvisable. Although Ellen is alive, reviving her would trigger
Yeah,
a disease,
I know, the close-up was a
which would prove
mistake.
fatal.
Like, I get they were going for like a cinematic look to it, but that's a mistake. Okay, and I was gonna point that out too, where I'm like, I don't think it's a good idea to take her out of there because I don't think we have a cure for that, do we? Let's cure her.
Can't we cure her, Sam? It's been 600 years.
That was your father's plan.
What do you mean?
Alec hoped that in Andromeda, we would discover new scientific insights that could provide answers. Our journeys in Helios have indeed provided valuable genetic knowledge, information that could lead to a cure. But patience is required. For the moment, enjoy the fact that she is still alive, and that your accomplishments will one day save her life.
That's a very, like, hopeful, optimistic stance on things, Sam. Like, that's... He's building a perspective. Yeah, keep her safe.
Just make sure she stays safe, Sam.
We lost her once. We're not losing her again.
My original purpose was to ensure the survival of Ellen Ryder. It is a mission I hope the three of us will one day fulfill, together.
Remember, I'm the AI in your brain. I'm tied to this emotionally, too. Alright, on hold. Find a way to cure Mom's disease, and then wake her up. What? Like, stopped me from running. Maybe it had to render the room or something. Alright, what else do we have going on here? Do I really just have the two? Here we go. Man, that's it. Okay. I mean, I know I've got like a million things to do here, but cat terminals. Ooh, the challenges. Let's see. Search Hyperion habitation deck. Okay, we do have one more left to do on that. Like, let's do the little stuff. Because, like, I don't know what the next step in the plot's gonna be, and I don't know if it's gonna be more, like, if it's gonna require more time than I can give it. Because as it stands right now, we've got, like, well, we've got 40 minutes, but some of these missions have been a bit long, too, so... I'm not just trying to put it off, okay?
Another cache of stolen supplies, alerting the dock manager.
Here we go. I'm trying to stay away from Kadara. Side quests keep making me go back there. I'm trying to leave. Let's see, Havarl. Oh, here we go.
This is HNS.
Speaking of the radio station. I know the smart thing to do would be to, like, do everything I need to do on, like, one section of the Nexus and then move to the next one rather than just going, like, back and forth on the tram. I am not organized enough for that, and I don't know where I'm going well enough to do that, so... Unfortunately, you're suffering with me.
No, I don't. Thanks for your help with those receivers. Our signal's strong.
Yes,
and
I
our message is
did!
clear.
I think so. Yeah, I did. I picked that up.
I've heard your reports. You're getting good intel.
It's still like pulling teeth to confirm anything out here, but I'm getting by, thanks.
All right. That's
Talk
all
to you
I
later,
got.
Davis.
I'll be here.
Like, we're working our way through the side quests here. All right. Earth, Tavarl, Andromeda, follow the nav point. No. On hold. Return to Prodromos. We'll end up back there eventually. Minerals, remnant core nodes, more remnant stuff, colonists, scan corpses, crafting. Oh, that's it. Okay, let's head back to Cash. Yeah, she's over this way.
Oh, thank you for the Kadara nails.
They didn't phase Kesh, but she liked the taste.
Hey, like, if the flavor is good. Hey, Drac. Hey, Kesh.
I'm worried about this place if the Ket find you.
Then we defend the station. It's all we can do here. You just keep the Pathfinder safe and the Ket busy. And be careful out there. I only have one of you.
Maintenance crews, please report to the commons area.
What? Hey. I know you're trying to ignore. Hey. Hey. Talk to me here.
Ryder, let's keep it quiet. With all the areas of the station online now, Kesh is pretty busy.
Oh. He's like, my granddaughter's busy with her stuff.
I don't know. The creaking of your old bones is pretty loud. I'd be distracted.
That's why I'm not moving much, Brett. Look at her working. Isn't my granddaughter
Oh, he's
something?
so proud of her.
Without her, this station would have fallen apart before you ever got here.
Whoa, hi. Everyone after cutscenes rushes me here. I don't understand.
Not right now, Pathfinder.
Oh. He doesn't seem to be mad at me. Hey, Cash.
First contact, huh? Last one of any note was when your people stumbled over that relay. If they can trade us materials that'll help fix the Nexus, I'm good with it.
That's
Nothing more
it?
for now.
See you later.
Alright, guess we're moving the plot forward, folks.
Colonial Affairs, please advise Director Tan of your status. Convicted murderer Duncan Redmond.
That's it. Back to the Tempest. Station deck. Docking bay.
The first child was born to a Milky Way species in Helios. The healthy human baby, born on a shuttle in space, is a welcome bit of good news after so many lives lost out here. This is HNS.
It's updating more, for sure. Because I feel like there was a while where we were coming back to the Nexus, and, like, it tended to be a lot of the same old, but we're actually getting some, like, new stuff now. I mean, we've been doing a lot, so it makes sense. But still. Alright, taking off. Go team. So I know we have to get some knowledge of... What's it called again? It's like storm something storm.
Ryder.
No, we're not doing that. Oh. We should probably do that at some point. Priority ops. Journey to Meridian. There. Ghost Storm technology with Tempest to help other Pathfinders. Oh. Hello. Yes?
Ah, there you are.
Yes,
I was
here.
wondering, when you found the Solarian Ark, was anything strange? Out of place?
Yes.
You mean besides the Exalted Krogan, the relics, and getting jabbed in the neck? Why are you asking?
Because a few hours ago, we received this.
Hello, Ryder. I don't think the Solarian Ark was captured by chance. If you want to know more, meet me at these coordinates.
That's all. Do you think it's some sort of hoax?
Yep. I think we should check it out. I wish there was like a middle ground where it's just like, we should probably look into this.
Now that I think about it, a Ket armada just stumbling across the Solarian Ark seems a little convenient.
Coincidences do happen, though when you put it like that. I'll put the coordinates for this meeting in the nav computer. I suppose there's no harm in making sure.
I guess that's what we're doing now.
You have AVP outstanding, Pathfinder.
And probably emails. Oh my god, there's so many. Okay. Next is stolen goods. To Ryder from Anonymous. Pathfinder Ryder. I'm the one who was storing supplies around the Nexus for delivery to Kadara. They were intended for hard-working and downtrodden exiles just trying to survive. The Initiative cast them out with almost no regard for their future. Whole families, many of whom were only barely implicated in the revolts or left because they couldn't bear to separate from loved ones. I was able to make several deliveries before you took it upon yourself to shut down the pipeline, enough to buy them some time and hopefully get them back on their feet. I've left my post on Nexus and joined these disenfranchised people. I wanted you to know that this was done out of concern and caring, not avarice or greed. Please don't take it out on the people of Kadara. Good luck to you. Wow. Pathfinder's only invitation. From Zevin Reika, Ryder, I realize you're taken up with business, as we all are, but we shouldn't forget to celebrate our victories. The reunion of so many Pathfinders certainly counts. Next time you're on the Nexus, come by Pathfinder HQ. We deserve an evening to catch up all together. Okay, no, we gotta do that. We gotta do that. Forward, thank you. To Ryder from Kahlo. Hello, Ryder. I got this one from one of the returnees to the Nexus. I thought you might like to see it. Just a reminder, if you ever need someone to deliver you to the jugular of those cat monsters, I'm there. Kahlo. From Sorbil Tane. I hope I've got the right person. Do you fly that ship, the Tempest? Someone told me one of our people was helping the human Pathfinder. Thank you for getting us away from that terrible ship. The sights, the smells, they'll always be with me, but you and Ryder made sure they'll just be memories. Do us proud. Oh, that's cute. Thanks for the booze, from Wilma. Hi, it's Wilma, Superintendent Kesh's assistant. Thank you for the bootlegged spirits from Kadara. Kesh was very pleasantly surprised, even if her system barely felt the effects. The rest of us slept well that night, though. Take care. Oh, geez. Okay. We're going back on the Nexus, I guess. Here, hold on. Let me find that one. I'm gonna pick the party. I'm sorry. Wait, would that be? No. Additional tasks. That should be a priority op, admittedly, but data pads. Okay. Wait. Nope. Come on. Where is it? Wait, where is it? Hold on, hold on. Allies and relationships? Is it priority ops? Hold on. Where is that? We're going back on the Nexus, but all it's showing is first strike, though. Like, I know it's not, like, a mission. Wait, was that not meant to be, like, an actual, like, scene that plays out? Did I literally get... Oh, it's in Tan's office. Oh, that was the scene from Tan's office? Or do I have to meet them in Tan's office? Because I feel like that's the last place I'd want to, like, kind of celebrate and party. Okay. So just to clarify, because one-word answers don't help when I'm asking multiple questions. Which is my own fault. I totally get that. But go to Tan's office. Don't know why it's not in the journal. Okay. I just didn't want to go through the whole cinematic of going to the Nexus, and then I get there and I realize that you meant the opposite of what I thought you meant. Thank you for the clarification. Much appreciated. Because, I want to have, like, fun times to hang out with some of the other Pathfinders. I mean, we've all been through it. But also, I know these cutscenes are lengthy, and I can't skip them. That's so typical of this game that it's like I leave and then it's just like you have to go back there. It's like, okay. Okay, is it operations?
After a high-profile exile, Krogan are returning to the Nexus. The Krogan have been welcomed.
I did select it in the email. I'm pretty sure.
Their push for equal status. Clan leader Nakmor Morda welcomed the support and resources New Tuchunka will now receive. It's about time. This is HNS.
What a quote. Oh, here we go.
Ah, Ryder. Grab a seat.
So afterwards, the cat got twitchy. Took me a while to get back.
They must be afraid you're close to figuring out exaltation.
Oh, I hope so.
So you're finding out the cat's dirty exaltation secrets?
That's the plan. Your star maps were helpful, by the way.
Oh, of course. I'll be charting the Scourge for a while, though Ryder's data from the vaults is helping.
I'll send you our latest.
I'll take a copy as well. Anything to expand the search grid.
You're still looking for stasis pods?
Yeah,
And
dropped a
finding
bunch of them.
Having a partner AI makes one hell of a difference. I guess I need to train a successor and figure out how to prepare them.
I don't think this is a job you can prepare for. You live it and do your best.
But training does help. I mean, to some degree you do have to wing it, but some training would be super helpful, I feel like. I'd have liked more training.
More groundwork would have helped in the early days.
Huh. Well, that's worth knowing.
In the meantime, we've a serious matter to deal with. The first vintage bottled in Andromeda. Sent as a gift.
Wow.
Good thing I brought my flask. Damn, that smells good.
Since we've got a moment to ourselves, shall we toast?
Yes. To exploration and discovery.
To the great adventure and all the mysteries waiting for us.
They drank too much. They just started slingshotting around the room. Oh my god. I will never stop laughing at that. And I know it's immature. I know it's like, was just the mom. I'm sorry. It catches me off guard and it makes me laugh every time. Now to mingle, yes. Rix, hey. Hey. Hey.
So it's official. You're part of our little club.
I know I was reluctant, but it was the right call. Thanks for the push.
I'm not worried. You're good for it.
I'm trying.
Aww, he's just trying his best.
Any luck finding other survivors from Natanis?
Brought in another batch yesterday. Still too many unaccounted for, but we're getting there.
I'll keep an eye out.
Thanks, Ryder. Appreciate it.
How's life on the Nexus treating you?
Running water and rations. It's a beautiful thing. I can tell people
like
are still
a
shook up
king.
from the uprising, but compared to Varl, things almost feel normal.
So, how are you finding the new post?
Not used to having people question my actions, but I like the challenge. More than I thought I would.
Any regrets?
My only regret is that Mason isn't here to see me play diplomat with Tan. Back in the Milky Way, I would have punched sense into that worm.
You still can.
Now, I use my words.
No.
I'm a changed man.
I mean, you could still punch him. I won't tell anybody.
How have you been since HO47C?
Fine, I'm fine.
You sure?
If you ever want to talk about Mason, you know where to find me.
Thanks, Ryder. Really, I'm just not ready.
He's got other stuff he's focused on right now. We've got, like, the bigger threat of the cat right now. There will be a time to process that later.
Pathfinder versus Spectre. How does it compare?
They're completely different beasts. As a Spectre, I worked in the shadows. Intel was on a need-to-know basis. Here, everyone's looking at me. Looking to me. It's all out in the open.
Which do you prefer?
Being a Spectre was easier, but being a Pathfinder's more rewarding.
Good seeing you, Avidus.
Stay safe out there.
Cora, what are you doing here at... What are you doing here at the Pathfinder party, Cora?
Vidaria's off to a good start as Pathfinder.
Sounds like you're giving her some pointers.
Just sharing what we've learned. Might prevent a few scrapes. Vidaria's got a cause to fight for. All she needs now is a good team.
I didn't even clue in
I
at
can't
first.
believe how much
Whoa,
the Solarians
hi, bye.
suffered. Is there any monstrosity the Ket won't stoop to? But Rake is safe and well, and so much more competent than me. I do have a long way to go.
What? What'd you say? Didn't hear you. Heresh.
Good luck, Pathfinder.
Goddess go with you.
Here, let's try talking again. Don't walk away from me. Oh my god. Girl, stand still. Oh my god. Please.
I heard about the Turian Ark. My team and I will be lending all the aid we can to find their stasis pods. And we have a new colleague, a former Spectre. Goddess, I really am in illustrious company.
Alright, where's Sarissa?
I haven't run into Sarissa yet. Do you know where she is?
I don't. She took her weapons and armor and left without a word.
Will she be alright?
I pray she will. Sarissa has a powerful spirit, but this hurt her terribly. I almost feel sorry for the next Ket she sees.
What's your mission, now that you're a Pathfinder?
I'll be exploring and charting the Scourge. I want to drive the Ket out of their hiding places. Goddess willing, that data module will be worth the price we paid.
How does it feel to be back on the Nexus finally?
It feels... After living so long on an Ark that was falling apart, I'm not used to feeling safe. But I can breathe. See the people I'm here to help. This is home.
I get the sense you draw a lot of strength from your faith.
A lot of us
I
already do.
It's a comfort to know I'm never alone. Though I suppose now, with my Sam, that's doubly true. Do you have any particular beliefs?
Admittedly, not really, but no judgment to those who do.
I wouldn't say so.
Everyone has their own path through the world. I wish you the best on yours.
Good luck, Pathfinder.
Goddess go with you.
Ah, Ryder, my hero. We Solarians have a tough road ahead. It's hard to wake up to such loss. But we are not the first, just one of many. Is there anything on your mind?
Actually, quick question. For those who are a bit more familiar with, like, different branching pathways of this than I am, if I didn't save Reka, who would be the Solarian Pathfinder instead? Or would they just not have one? Like, what's the alternative if I didn't go back with her? Like...
How are your people adjusting to life here?
We are resilient.
Oh,
Our lifespan
okay.
is short, so we have a
Makes
built-in
sense.
drive to maximize every minute.
I'm glad we have her, though.
Many
She's
of
cool.
us are getting to the business of bolstering our numbers and looking for opportunities to settle worlds. I have a few select teams looking into the Ket. The better we know the enemy, the more prepared we'll be for whatever they throw at us next.
How did you get involved with the Initiative?
My claim to fame in the Milky Way was that I found a way to restore the biodiversity of my homeworld. For decades, we knew that the planet would soon be unable to sustain us, so I was something of a hero. My work caught your father's attention, and he, how shall I say, laid on the charm to enlist me for the Initiative.
Oh yeah?
Your father could be very charming when he wished.
My dad was hitting on you? No.
What is it you strive for? For you, I mean.
For me, all I've ever wanted is clarity. I devote much of my time looking in the mirror, trying to understand myself. Some might find it narcissistic, but in knowing myself, I can be true in the moment, with little self-interrogation. Ultimately, the motivation is to live a life free of regret. I have come close, thus far.
You know what? I can respect that. Like creating that, like, deeply felt, like, self-assuredness. Especially if you're a Pathfinder. Like, you're in charge of so much and you're overseeing so much. Being able to make the tough calls and making them to the best of your abilities and, like, being able to live with that strongly, that's important. I like her a lot.
What can you tell me about my father?
He was a friend, and what he shared with me was shared in confidence. But I can tell you, the Alec rider he showed to the world was but a sliver of the whole. He felt that to lead, he must project utter confidence. With me, he shared his fears and doubts, or at least a few of them. I considered that a great compliment.
Interesting. They were really close. Okay. See, we wouldn't have gotten this with the ship's captain. Never met your dad. Oh, okay.
Is Captain Hager doing well?
Hager is training to be my successor, if or when the need arises. We lost so many of our leaders during our captivity. It's left several roles open to fill. Hager is a dedicated officer. The sky's the limit for him. He'd make a strong Pathfinder.
It's good to have a line of succession planned out.
I want Hager fully aware of what the future may hold. The better prepared he is, the smoother the transition.
Because chances are, if something came up and Reika's not able to be the Pathfinder anymore, it's probably a drastic situation where you need a backup ASAP.
Nice talking with you, Reika.
I can get behind that.
I am at your disposal, Ryder.
I like Reika. Okay, that's it for our little hangout here, I guess.
How are things going with Ark Lucinia?
The Asari seem happy just to be alive. But the Nexus is running out of places to put them.
I know.
I
The
mean,
outposts can't
it's
come
Korra.
fast enough.
Honestly.
In the meantime,
Would they be willing to go back into stasis?
after what they've been through, you get to ask them.
I see your point. Just double them up in whatever quarters we have.
Easier said than done.
Ryder, I trust there are no hard feelings. As tempting as Meridian may be, caution must guide us.
Uh-huh. But it's what I do. Sue me.
I can see where it's the safest course.
Risk aversion may not sound inspiring, but when the lives of so many are at stake, it's the right call.
Yeah.
Did you have some other business?
No, I just came here to call you a wuss.
That's all. Thanks for your time.
Of course.
Like, I get it. Like, Tan's very much, like, in a thankless job. No matter what call he makes, somebody's always gonna give him a hard time about it. But he's also just, like, really hateable, though. Like... I'm sorry. It's the way he walks, the way he talks. Like, I can't. Kumail Nanjiani was chosen for a very strategic reason, I feel.
When the Nexus hit the Scourge. An official tribute is planned, though Director Jaren Tan has provided few details so far.
Without Jean, we wouldn't be here. But now that we are here, we need to focus on surviving before we can celebrate.
This is Agent Authorities continue work.
Like, I'm trying to cut him some slack in the sense that, like, I don't know, if I was in his shoes, I doubt I would do a better job. Like, it does take some qualifications, and I know he, like, is not the first choice to be in this position. He's in it because literally no one else can, and I'm sure nobody else wants to be. But...
Hello?
Hi. Did you want to say something, or...?
What's going on?
Nope, guess not.
I should get back to things. Science Kate?
Any emails? Nope. Okay. Then I suppose we go to the meeting point on Havarl. Because I don't think we have time for much else. And I know that's due to my dawdling, that's on me, but... I've been saying that a lot tonight, I realized. Doesn't stop it from being true, but... At some point in the stream, it becomes a gamble to start, like, a big plot thing. And also, I feel this is important. This is definitely an ambush. This is a trap. That's true! Oh my gosh. That wasn't a strategic choice. I would love to say that I thought ahead of that to, like, make it a big 4-0 stream, but... it's coincidence. Alright, who are we taking with us here? Swap out Vetra. I'm always gonna take Drac. Always. Drac and Jaal, those are my boys. Jaal sometimes gets a little, like, willy-nilly with the frag grenades, but we know how much Drac hates people who are stupid with frag grenades, but it's a good combo. Skills, because we do have a lot of points we gotta work with here. Is it tech? Yeah, I didn't finish upgrading tech. Okay. Shield feedback, omnivens, power recharge, time rebate. Begin shield regeneration, immediately eliminating any delay when a tech power is activated. Only functions once every 12 seconds. What else am I getting here? You know what? Let's upgrade this, because then I might actually swap it in and use it. VI health regen, recharge speed. Well, let's keep the health of it going. Okay, Jaal. Whoop. Anti-armor, anti-shields. Armor. Maxed out! Look at that! Ooh, triggered rage. Health threshold 20% recharge speed. Duration bonus. Each time he defeats an enemy while raging, his fury lasts even longer. No. Let's go for that. Okay. There. Got a quick save. And where are we heading? Oh, down there. Okay. Let's go. Gonna have to clear it all out, but let's go, because the enemies here always regenerate. Into the trenches again. Good. We're fine. It doesn't know we're here. It's fine. Alright. Where is it? What's just here? Oh, hello. I'm not gonna worry about you. Ooh, hello. What are you raging at over there? Come on, we gotta move, guys. I wish there was another fast travel point that was over here. Oh, no, it died. Great. There. Still wild how it got up there. Anyway. Oh. Here it can't see it, but that's okay. Don't pick a fight with it, guys. I hear it, but I don't see it. Oh, there it is. Should we take care of it? This is fine. Oh, nope. There we go. We got it. I knew they were gonna start a fight with it. Oh, I took a swim.
That's it.
Alright, let's go. Oh, what do we got here? Oh, got a creeper. Where is it?
We've got targets!
Here we go. Where are the others? Okay, got those. Oh. Want an vantage point. There. Got a few. That work? Nope, too far away. That's fine. Oop, we got more. And let's go. Go. Where? Ah, crap. Is that all of them? Did it? Oh, dang. Alright, go team. Doggies usually give me a hard time. Here we go.
Those are the coordinates we were sent.
That thing about the Solarian Ark? There's truth to it? We should know. Ambush!
Yep, of course it is.
Surprise! It was a setup.
Let's look around. They might have left something.
Of course it was an ambush. What else was it gonna be? Ooh, capture gear. These supplies appear to be used to capture prisoners for live transport. Ooh. Okay. Yoink, mine now.
From their gear, they were hoping to capture someone.
Probably me. Sorry about that.
Oh,
Though if you'd
hi.
broken a sweat, I'd be sorrier.
You sent us the message about the Solarian Ark?
Yes, Major Salin Vaughn, STG, retired, of course.
What's STG?
Special Tasks Group. Back home, we were field agents who gathered intelligence and handled inconveniences.
Just say assassinated people.
If you prefer. As I said, these days I stick with retiree.
A lot of people came to Andromeda for a fresh start.
I'm sure I'll enjoy mine when I find it. Let's be frank. There are too many inconsistencies aboard our Ark. They only make sense if someone betrayed us to the Ket. My best suspect is a biologist, Dr. Adden, but the evidence is thin. I need a Pathfinder to verify what I've found, or I risk arresting an innocent man.
Who's Adden? Why would he betray his Ark?
Yeah.
An ex-military biologist from the early wake-up team on our Ark. He claims to be studying the Ket. As for why, I intend to ask him.
Couldn't Reika help you solve this?
I trust Reika implicitly, but I can't say the same for her team. You're obviously trustworthy. If you were involved, you wouldn't have saved our Ark in the first place.
Is this guy the Garrick of the Solarians?
Alright, I'm in. How do we
Getting
catch your traitor?
vibes.
I only have 2 leads left. Dr. Adden's equipment and a cat who might be his handler. I need you and your Sam to analyze them. If we show Dr. Adden's in regular contact with the cat, that would prove he's the one.
He carries himself very, very carefully. He's an ex-assassin who doesn't outright say he is. He says he's something else. He's a retiree. He's just a simple tailor. Definitely not an assassin. And a spy. Kind of set us up to fight those Ket, but...
What's the standard punishment for Ket
it's Garrick
collaborators?
behavior is what I'm saying.
Most people would settle for an angry mob, but I like to think justice made the trip out here. Remember Dr. Adden's equipment and his cat contact. This has to be watertight. Good luck.
I don't know, you're kind of dressed like a villain. If I'm being honest. I heard something. Nope. Okay, I think we're good. All right. So on that note, where do we need to go in the next step of this? Scan it for... Oh, we have to go to Vold. Okay. Wait. Hold on. Havarl, yes. I keep getting Vold and Havarl mixed up in my head. I know I mentioned this earlier in the stream, but for a second there, I'm like, hold on. There must be something on the screen that tells me what planet I'm currently on. I did find it, so we do have to go to another planet. Okay, so on that note, I feel like this is probably a good place for us to save for tonight before I get even more lost. But... we've got a new little side mission we have to investigate. There could be a mole within the Solarians. Oh. Yeah, I don't know what it is. And like, environment-wise, totally different. Names, like, they both have V's in them, but like, they're in different places. I don't know why I keep getting those mixed up. I've really got to like come up with some kind of like shorthand so I don't keep forgetting. Havarl starts with H, which is like heavy forest. Like something stupid like that. I tend to come up with like probably a comical amount of those for like my everyday life. I do it to remember names. Not all names, but some names of like partners, family members, like those sorts of things. Like you gotta find a way that works for you. And as silly as it is, this is the method that tends to work for me, because going based on like straight memory is not, it's not working. So in any case, we will be continuing our adventures in Mass Effect Andromeda. We're going to be going to Vold. We're going to be continuing the main quest line. We're going to check out Meridian in the next stream, which is going to be on Tuesday night on July 2nd at 7:30. And if anything changes between now and then, the details will be on Discord, on Threads, on Twitter/X, here on Twitch. Like, I'll make sure the word gets out there. But yes, we will not be streaming on Monday night, as it will be Canada Day, and I'll likely be back from a long car ride and will not be in a mental space to be streaming. I'll likely have to do laundry when I get back home. That's like the number one thing I do when I get back from a trip of any kind. It's like I do laundry, because I like starting off my work week with like all of my clothes ready to go for work. It's great. But in any case, I hope you have a lovely rest of your week. I hope you have a lovely weekend. If you're watching me from Canada, I hope you have a lovely Canada Day. And until Tuesday night, I hope you have a good one. See ya.